What's going on, YouTube? Sergeant Blake is back for our Saturday news thing, but first off I want to talk about something. So I got this friend, right? He's, let's call him JD. Now, he's an asshole, just like I am. You know, we get along pretty well when we're just bitching about women or talking about our classes. So, you know, usually we're fine. But when we talk about video games, we just can't get along, and the reason why is because he's a fucking Xbox fanboy. And I'll give you the perfect example of what bothers me about this guy, right? Just yesterday I was over at his place. We were having this party for a Windows 7 thing, which gives you a perfect example of how much he's totally on Microsoft's balls. But, you know, all that aside, right? We were over at the thing, we were all having fun. A friend of mine just bought a PlayStation. He brought it over because it's one of the smaller ones. I could have brought mine, but mine is still big. So, he brought it over because it's one of the smaller ones, so we started playing. I brought over a bunch of games. And I asked him, hey dude, you want to play? And he goes, no, I don't want to touch it, no, And I showed him some Uncharted stuff, like when he's in the building and it's falling down. He goes, that's so cool. I was like, you want to play? No, I'm fine. And then he, what is it? We turn everything off. We're kind of just sitting there in awkward silence. And I'm like, hey, anybody want to play Killzone? And my friend who has the PlayStation says, sure. And my friend who is the troll says, no, I don't like it. And I'm like, why? You know, and he just kind of changed the subject. I just hate it when people are like that, when they just have this idea in their head that everything they have is right. Like, I go out of my way to say that I really like things on the Xbox. Even some things that I think could be done better, I do enjoy on the Xbox. And I think that it's really ridiculous that this guy will only play Xbox because, you know, he's just missing out. But I guess that's just me. He can be all sad and all that other stuff because, whatever, right? I mean, he's just, honestly, it shouldn't really bother me because he's not really a real gamer. Okay, first off, we're going to talk about Ratchet and Clank and Insomniac talking about the reviews that they're getting. So I'm excited about Ratchet and Clank, but basically what he's saying, what this developer is saying, that he kind of expecting this. People are saying that it's not innovative enough, that the gameplay hasn't changed, and other people are still saying it's still a great game. And he says it's kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't moment, because honestly, if you change up Ratchet and Clank too much, it stops being what it is, and that kind of makes people who have been fans of it for the last 7 years very sad. I'm excited about Ratchet and Clank. I actually got to download the demo, which is the hugest demo I've ever fucking seen. It's about 2.5 gigabytes. But I've downloaded the demo. I played it. It doesn't look as different as I thought it would, so I'm happy about that. All the actors are still there, so I'm happy about that. It looks like it's going to be great, and I don't want them to change Ratchet and Clank or the gameplay. I like it the way it is. I would like to see it come to an end. It's been too long, and I'm too old to keep playing it, you know? I'm just saying that I think that they should end good things before they get stale. Anybody know about Halo and how that goes? Next up, we've got Rockstar Store in the PS Store. This is very interesting. Apparently Rockstar has set up a little niche in the PlayStation Store where you can get some of their games. PSP titles, old PS2 titles, downloadable content for Midnight Club, and all types of other stuff. Some people are speculating because there's also rumors of the Grand Theft Auto 4 episodes that are supposed to be on the Xbox 360 coming to the PlayStation. Some people are speculating that it's a setup for that. I don't think so. I doubt it. It might be a mistake. But also in the next order of news, we've got the Grand Theft Auto 4 episodes coming to the PlayStation from Kotaku, which is basically just reporting off of what they saw off of a Toys R Us ad. Basically, it's just the episodes, but with the PlayStation 3 blurb down the side, which is weird because it either means that it got done a really long time ago or it's fake because we're using different art styles for the boxes starting around this year. That's already been implemented in a couple games. So it's either fake or it's been done for a while, and I doubt that it's even happening because what is it? Microsoft paid $50 million for those episodes, so you know I really don't think so. But who knows? Next up, we've got Uncharted 2 DLC. Amy Hennig, the game producer, said that they're working on it. Some of it will be free, and others of it will be, you know, you pay for it. I think that that's a cool idea, so people can kind of pick and choose what they want and then play on like that. Hopefully no playlist will be dependent upon certain DLC, so you won't have to buy all of it to still enjoy the multiplayer. Next we've got, was Resistance 2 a failure? Now basically this is an Insomniac developer, again, talking about how he feels that the fans feel like Resistance 2 was a failure. It brings up some good points. I think that I wasn't completely happy with it because it lost narrative and it kind of went the same way that a lot of shooters do. It kind of said, screw the story, we're just going to shoot stuff. Which, with a name like Shooter, you could imagine. But, I think that's what kind of made Resistance really good, was that it had a story and it was narrated so well. I do like that they gave Nathan Hale a couple more lines, but I really would have liked to see his character fleshed out a little bit. Books, comic books, movies, all that other stuff, not really cool when it comes to video games, because I don't want to have to go out searching for information. I want you to show it to me, tell me it, So, I think that it was a good game. I still like it. I still play it every now and then. So I wouldn't say it was a failure. It just wasn't, all this epic stuff that it lived up to. But nothing is these days. I think that Uncharted is the first thing that I got everything I expected out of it. Next up, we've got the GTA 4 world record broken. Apparently, somebody in I forgot where it was, but someplace. I'm not even gonna try to guess where it was because I totally forgot where it was. But it's out of the States. I know that. Somebody in the world played GTA 4 for 40 hours and 20 minutes straight without stopping. Maybe taking about 4 breaks along the road, but he took about 4 breaks but played for 40 hours straight. He says that he loves the game. He had never actually played it completely, so that's cool. I think that it's really cool that people have world records for how long you play Grand Theft Auto for. I've beaten that game about 6 times, and I love Grand Theft Auto. But that's just me. I know that a lot of people have problems with it. Whatever. Alright, so next we've got the Borderlands broken co-op. Now, apparently, the PlayStation kind of got shafted when it came to Borderlands, because it just doesn't play correctly when you're talking about online modes. A game that is boasted to be a multiplayer game should have correct co-op for all systems. PC, Xbox, PlayStation, I don't care. If you're supposed to be playing co-op on this game, I want it to work. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I might not buy the game. I'm actually still buying it for a friend of mine, and I'm going to check it out, I'm going to play it and see if I like it. And if I end up liking it, I'll give him his copy, and then I'll wait a little bit till I have the money together, and I'll go buy me a copy. But I'm still not sure. I'm probably not going to buy it. Anyway, next up we've got God of War 3 new screenshots, which are exciting. I've checked out some of them. I don't remember them because it was a long time ago, but these are the new screenshots. Next up, and finally, we've got Heavy Rain will be censored in some regions. I didn't read the whole article, but it's kind of self-explanatory that in some places Heavy Rain will be censored. We already know that the game will include some sort of violence and nudity. So, I think that it might be okay to censor it, but it depends on what you're censoring it for. Are you censoring it for children, in which case shouldn't be playing the game in the first place, or just because of some sort of government problem that you have? Because we know for a fact that China does a lot of censoring when it comes to video games too. But, I just think children shouldn't be playing the game in the first place, and that's about it, really. I think that children just shouldn't be playing M-rated games. Unless it's like Brutal Legend or something where you can turn off pretty much everything involved in, bad words, gore, and all that. As for censorship, I don't agree with it. I think that it's completely ridiculous. You shouldn't censor anything. I just think that everything should be monitored closely. Children shouldn't be watching R-rated movies where people are getting chopped into pieces. Children should be playing M-rated games where people are being dismembered. I think that everybody should just monitor their children if they plan on playing those games, because I think that you should just kind of be involved in what you do with in what your children does. Child does. You should just make sure that they understand what the difference between a game is and real life. Next up, I have some quick stuff to talk about, very quick, because I know this video is running on. First off, I want to talk about my Tuesday video. Now, it's one of two things. Now, it's either one, a rules of the video game world, which will be kind of like Murphy's Law. You know how everything that can go wrong will. Basically, I put that into a couple of rules that I've just observed in my many years of playing video games. Like, I'll give you an example. Your last grenade in an online match will most likely just kill you and no one else. Tell me if you like that idea, or I have this, which is definitely, I could definitely get it more ready. I can get it ready a lot faster than I can the other video, which is a blooper reel. Because I still have all of the raw files that I filmed for this saved onto my computer. So I'm going to cut them up a little bit and show you all of my curse words and bloopers and all my messed up words. Tell me which one you like in a video or a text response. That's it, guys. I tried to move as fast as I can. I'm going to edit this video and give it to you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.